Hey everyone, welcome to Nomad Builds Gunpla. Today's tutorial video is going to be covering how to remove pieces from runners or frames or whatever you would like to call them. I am going to be working on an expansion set for my version Ka New Gundam. And what you're going to need is a pair of double-bladed snips and single-bladed snips. The double blades are for removing pieces from the frame. The single blades are for removing nubs and undergate nubs. If you're more of a perfectionist and really want to, get things as smooth as possible, personally, I'm more of a close enough type of guy. You will want model kit sandpaper or sanding sponges. I probably won't be using these today, at least much. I may use these as an example in my video, but for now, let's get to it. Alright, so as you may have noticed, I use God Hand snips. You don't necessarily need to buy God Hands. They are possibly one of the most expensive brands out there, and certain people like to say they're overhyped. Personally, I love these things, but as I was explaining before with the single blades and double blades, the reason you don't want to use single blades for first and second cuts, or getting them off the frame and then getting the nubs off, if you use these to remove pieces from the frames, you actually have a chance of bending the blade, dinging the blade, or straight breaking the blade. I've been through 2 other pairs. This is my 3rd pair I bought. So, yeah, spend the extra money, get a pair of double blade snips for those first cuts. Otherwise, you're not going to have a really good time when this decides to break on you. Anyways, I also forgot to mention, if you don't want to buy God Hands, apparently, I believe it's Ruatul makes pretty decent snips. But yeah, for those first cuts, you're going to want to take your double-bladed snips and just kind of get it next to that runner there, or next to the piece on the runner, and just clip that out. This piece was already kind of broken down here, so it just popped out. And then you're going to want to take the single-bladed snips and just get there, get there, and get there. Now, since this piece has undergating on it, which I'm not sure if you can see, these little nubs that are on the underside, hence undergate, you're going to want to remove those too, using the single blades. So what I like to do is get it from from the side, and just remove them like so. But yeah, that's really all there is to removing pieces effectively off the frame. And as I mentioned, with the sandpaper, if you do want to file down those little bit of nub left over, take the lower grit and just kind of file it down. And then you're going to want to smoothen it out with higher grit. I started with a 600. This is 800. I used to have 1,000 grit, but I have no idea what I did with that. Regardless, I'm just using this as an example. I'm not going to be using this for my build. But yeah, that just about covers cutting. My next video is going to be showing how to use a Gundam marker airbrush effectively. The right way, I should say. That thing gets a lot of hate online, but personally, I love it. It it's just a great tool, and you don't need to clean out the airbrush each time you want to swap a color. You can just swap the markers on the go, but I'll leave that for the next video. Anyway, have a great day.